On this video, we're going to talk about valleys, peaks, and continuation patterns, or CPs. This may seem a little bit too obvious for most of you, but we need to pay attention, very close attention to these formations. There are two types of formations: swings made of valleys and peaks, and pulses, CPs, or continuation patterns. A valley, which is a swing, is a V shape made of a drop-based rally or drop rally. Both are possible. We're going to see some examples right now on a chart. And a peak is an inverted V shape, which is the reverse, the inverted valley, made of a rally-based drop or alternatively a rally drop. An ACP, finally, is a pause or a continuation pattern. It is a price action pattern that continues a previous trend, which is a rally-based rally or drop-based drop. Okay, let's take a look at one chart. I've chosen Kiwi CAD, Kiwi dollar. I could have chosen anything, any forex cross pair or stock. It's the same thing, no matter which time frame or asset you look at. So we are gonna start from here. So if we analyze price action over here and we read what's going on here, we are gonna see that we've got price rallying, then it bases, and then it drops. This is considered a peak. If we take a look at this area over here, we've got a drop, a base, and a rally, and then a drop. This is a rally drop, which is the second way of locating a peak. We've got a rally base drop, as you can see down there, and then we've got a rally drop, because this ERC candle, this white candle, is an ERC candle, and it is not a basing candle as this one over here. So this is also an obvious peak, rally, bases, and drops. Had it been an ERC candle without the dot in the middle, it would be considered also a rally drop. For the inverse, we have the drop base rally. This is a clear valley. Here on the left side, again, we've got a drop base rally, and it creates this V shape, whereas on the peaks we've got the inverted V shapes, like that one over there, this one over there, okay, or this one over there. These are peaks and peaks and peaks. So we have valleys and we have peaks. We have valleys and we have peaks, and peak and peak, valleys. This looks obvious, okay, but it is not that obvious, because then we have price action where these valleys and peaks cannot be distinguished correctly. Like in this case, if you start reading price action over here, you might get confused and say, okay, this is a drop, this is a rally drop, bases and drops. It looks like a peak, it looks like a pause. You don't know what it is. Then there is a rule that says if you don't know what it is, then you should consider it as a CP, a continuation pattern. Okay, because these will be also used later in a little lesson to allow you to draw trend lines. And we don't use CPs to draw trend lines, only the peaks. But this could also be considered as a peak. But those are dubious. Okay, when it is dubious, then consider them as CP. We go left over here, we've got a rally, price basis, and then it rallies. So that's a pause. Okay, we go farther here to the left, or well, let's switch to the daily time frame. I'm using TradingView, so we go to the daily time frame, and here we've got price action. If we start reading from the bottom, we've got a rally base drop. This is a peak as well. Then we continue to go left. We've got a rally base drop, another peak. We've got here a drop base rally, another peak. But what about this one? This is what we are talking about CPs. A CP is a pause or a continuation pattern that continues the previous trend, which is a downtrend. Okay, so price pauses and creates these basing candles. Okay, it drops with an ERC, it pauses, and then it drops again. Okay, so this is not a pause because we had a rally. This is a peak. If we continue on the left here, this is also a valley. Okay, a peak, another valley, another peak, rally, base, drop, But here we've got another pause. Got a strong drop in price. This is a rally base drop. And then right here we've got a basing candle, a pause, which continues the downtrend that comes from the top. Okay, this is a CP, a pause in the markets. And if we could start analyzing this price action here on the left, we're going to see a pause, a drop, base drop, then we've got a peak, okay, and so on and so forth. Summing up, what we are looking at here is that we have two different formations. One is made of two, which are swing and pauses, okay. And this one here on the swing, we have the swing made of a valley, which is a V shape made of a drop rally or a drop base rally, and then a peak, which is the inverted V shape, and then we've got a pause. It is crucial to distinguish these price actions because they will allow us later on in the lessons to locate or to allow us to draw trend lines connecting the latest swings, valleys and peaks, and we are not using the pauses to do that. So you should be practicing this a lot so you can locate these obvious peaks like this one, or this one, or this one, or the valleys like this one, or the valleys like this one. Because later on in the lessons you're going to find circumstances or scenarios where it's not as easy as this one, and that requires a lot of screen time and looking at all kind of different price action, and your brain will little by little will start understanding and seeing this kind of price action, and so that in the future when you see this you will automatically know that this is a pause and not a peak. You will not do like, okay, it drops here, then it sort of rallies a little bit, makes a higher high, so this should be a peak. No, this is not a peak. This is a pause. Okay. Okay, and this is it for this lesson. There will be more lessons covering these price actions, and hope that you're doing well. Bye bye.